Welcome back, all you YouTubers. Snipe86k here with the continuation of Railway Empire. We're going to be taking a look at the Chapter 2 of the campaign. Again, remember guys, this is tutorials, so it's a little easier than the actual game will be, more than likely. And again, a big thanks to Calypso Games for supplying a copy of this. Really appreciate that, guys. Good looking out. So stoked to be playing it. And again, don't forget, check out those links in the description below for any pertinent information. So without further ado, we'll jump right in. This time we're looking at 1830s, a little earlier than before. Back in the very beginning of Rails. And it's the early days. This chapter is all about the modest beginnings of the railroads, but how they then quickly revolutionized transportation in the USA, helping to revive the prosperity of the industrial centers of the coast while you are building your first empire and leading your rail tracks further towards the west to the Great Lakes. You will also learn about the economic systems behind a railway empire. Philip Evan Thomas, the well-known railroad enthusiast from Baltimore, will be right by your side. So, this one I'm going to play on realistic. I enjoy it a little more. It increases the challenge a little bit.
I did an evaluation of the contenders and I am the best choice.
Again, we cannot change who we play as thus far, so we're just going to name him and continue. Boy, that button was grayed out. Could have been yellow.
In 1830, the prosperous industrial centers on the east coast of the United States of America were poorly connected to the mainland. Insufficiently developed toll roads and slow ship canals were the only options when making long journeys. Farmers, businessmen, and travelers lamented these long, arduous, and above all, unsafe transport routes. They were not only an inconvenience for travelers, but also shackles on an emergent nation's hunger to grow. But at this time, a development from England was taking its first steps and helped keep alive the hope of many cities in the East of reaching greater economic influence and growth.
All right.
I've been waiting for you. I'm Philip Evan Thomas. It's always been my dream to build a railroad to the Ohio River and beyond. That would help everyone, both the settlers and the natives. And I need your help with that. First of all, I have 2 tasks for you in order to build a base from where we can monitor further activities. But as I learned back when I was a bank clerk, the books must always balance. So take care to make a profit, even with these preliminary assignments.
Okay, so he's going to start talking quite a bit, and there is a lot to get done here. So if he does continue to talk. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hook up Baltimore to Washington. Steps here. And then we'll be connecting 3 rural businesses. Green network. Here. C. E. That a little better. Seems. So. Oh. Interesting. Let's man, done that a little differently. So we just wasted a little bit of money. It's okay. We'll manage. Wrong. This here. We're gonna try and avoid this hill right here a little bit. Okay. 4%, that's much more tolerable. We'll just deal with
who's
that.
this new fish swimming in our pond?
Look.
Greetings from the beautiful city of Charlotte. What was your name again? Beautiful stranger, wasn't it? Well, that's what you look like. Just let me know if you need help push-starting your trains.
So our competitors are going to be announcing themselves. We're dealing with competitors this time.
Look, to be clear,
Here's our...
I have nothing against strangers. Some of my best friends are strangers. But you're not from here, and New York is my city. That's where I do business. I say when the trains roll, where they're going, and why. As long as you don't get in my way, everything will be A-OK between us.
Alright, so...
I see our two competitors have introduced themselves to you. They have different approaches and so will behave differently. Basically, however, they want to expand their rail networks and make a profit just like you do. So stay on guard and don't let them take advantage of you.
Okay, so... Knew that was going to be a little long. Trying to show you guys a little bit of what we're doing here as we're going through. We're going to sneak this in here. And we're going to sneak this one in here and connect all 4 of these down to Baltimore there. We also are going to be wanting to go to New York here. I'm trying to... That's aimed direction I might want it to go later. Okay, let's get us across this river. So, something I have found is that when you're laying track, it'll let you do this awesome stuff where you can put tracks right next to each other. However, if I were to come in and try and do a third one, it doesn't like it. It won't let us get that close. So we're just gonna scoot out the tad and do the same thing here. Get all 4 of these across. And then we will extend these out further. Do this in the first place, but what are you gonna do? And then we're gonna bring these ones over to those. And the reason for that is that we want to be able to place one of the supply towers and have it cover all 4 tracks. So it saves us a little bit of money so we aren't having to put multiple. And then, let's see, we're going to connect this one over to this guy here. And we'll make some adjustments here. So 1 and 1. That. I don't like any of it. I feel like it's just not working out for. Oh, I wish there was an undo. Maybe if we go up and around. Well, that does it. Let's talk about a roundabout way to get there. See what we can. I don't really like it, but cost-wise, we're gonna go for that. Oh, what a mess. And we're gonna run this one here. Scoot it out a little so we've got some room.
The bigger a city gets, the greater its demands get too. At some point, the goods from the immediate area will no longer be enough. That's where the railroad comes in handy. Now select Baltimore to take a closer look at the city.
Just a moment, we'll look at one. Leave those as automatic, just throw these grasshoppers onto it. Alright, let's look at Baltimore.
Where the headquarters of our firm is located, has a large clothing industry. The city therefore needs a constant supply of fabrics. In New York, on the other hand, the fashion-conscious customers are waiting for deliveries of ready-tailored goods. They are rail-lined between Baltimore and New York, so that the clothing produced in Baltimore can be delivered to New York.
Right, so now we want to connect Baltimore, New York here, and we may go ahead and hit up Albuquerque, or Albany here. Apologize if you guys heard that squeaking. My cat is poised. We want a train station.
What are you doing with this station here? I'm already here.
We're gonna go ahead and go for this. Hopefully we can snag this. It'll increase number of passengers in every city by 10%.
Say, are you a bit slow? I have already bid.
There we go. Alright, so we will lay our first track here up to New York. Pull in right here. Now, 1 million. That's a little absurd. What do we do here? That needs just a tiny bit. Oh, not quite. Let's go on. 5%, my goodness. What if I connect it through there? There we go. I like that. It's looking a little better. Still 270, 0 tunnels. We're still spending quite a bit on the bridge. So I'm thinking if we put it up a little, scooting it in there. No? Actually, to have it longer. Maybe 265 row. $264. I think that's probably about as good as we're gonna get. We're just gonna throw that in. Nothing too important there. We'll set up a new line going from New York down here to Baltimore. So for automatic, yes. Got a locomotive.
I'll let you get on with your responsibilities.
I thank
Stay
you.
alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
Alright, so we've got some research points here. We're going to go ahead and spend. This one will increase our fee for freight. Definitely want that. We're moving some freight. And this one here looks like it increases profit from mail. Profit is always good. Okay. That about wraps that up. Let's take a look where we're at. Connect Baltimore, Pittsburgh. And to Pittsburgh, deliver 20 minutes.
I'm sure it won't bother you that my spy took a quick look around your research department.
Moving those clothes from Baltimore up to New York, but I would like to just toss in another line right next to that one, hopefully. Ooh, that is not good though. Man, and that's so cheap. Okay, let's see what we. So we're gonna hold shift on the bulldozer. And we're gonna take out this section here. And don't want that to make these two. We wanna scoot it out a little more so that we can hopefully squeeze that other line in right next to it. There we are. 154, we'll take it.
If you transport the clothing from Baltimore with your rail line, you will be making a considerable contribution to the growth of the industry. Everyone profits from that.
Alright, so running this line, what I'm wanting to do is run passengers and mail only, so an express line from Baltimore to New York. We do, however, want to make sure that it doesn't happen to be on the same line as our other train here. You can see running on the same line. It automatically up that way. However, if we go in here and edit the track
in the staff dialog window, then you'll need to view the train details of the selected train to assign the staff to it. Now open the train details of your most important train and assign an engineer and a stoker to it.
Our most important train. We just happened to make our most important just now. So we're going to take a look at our engineers here. This one will give us 5% maximum speed, and this one 20% maintenance requirement. We're going to go ahead and do the maintenance requirements, I believe. Now, when you're selecting these guys, they have personality traits. They may or may not get along. If they aren't going to get along, it's going to show a little sad face. Or if they're going to get along really great, it's going to be a little happy face. We're going to go ahead and go for a cheaper one for them. And let's go ahead and snag us a conductor as well while we're at it.
You don't have first call on cities, farms, or mines. Of course, your transport income will fall if your competitors connect these to their rail networks. Tracks, locomotives, buildings, and cash all increase the value of your company. And the higher this is, the higher the price of your company stocks.
I'm gonna hop into this one as well and hire what we can.
Just as other companies buy stocks from you, you were able to buy some from them. If you do that, you will profit from the success of your competitors. You should buy stocks via the company dialog window now.
That one's already on. Let's double check our New York Express line just to be sure. We lost our stoker here because I took him. Sign that one. Okay, and we'll take a look at stocks. So,
Your
we come into
trains
this
might
company.
be fast, but do
Over
they
2
also
tabs.
provide a decent level of comfort?
So he's wanting us to trade some stocks here. Purchasing stocks from another company. I do think we're gonna go after Beatrix Von Pomp here. By cost by
Thank you for letting me
50%.
have your staff, sweetheart.
Almost. We could almost buy out 50%, but we would broke. So we're gonna buy 25%.
If you own enough
Start with
shares in
that.
your competitor, you can merge with them and incorporate their routes and buildings with yours. Your competitor will then be out of business for good. This should stay just between us, as it's, well, not entirely legal. But we need to keep all of our options open. A saboteur has applied for a job with you. If you send him to one of your competitors, he will make trouble for them. This can also cause their stock price to fall.
You can have a few crumbs of my success.
You don't have to deploy saboteurs to do better than your competitors. You could deal with them in a more classy and legal way. Take a look at which routes are more lucrative and will ensure you become the most important transporter there.
If you don't want me to string you up at your new station, pack it all in.
By the way, your competitor, Don Lorenzo, is a bit of a gang boss. You can imagine that he has good connections to bandits and saboteurs. So it's much easier for him to deploy such characters.
You unbelievable rascal!
Oh, they do talk quite a bit, don't they? So, we sabotaged Beatrix. That should have helped the stock a little bit. Dropped it down to a little bit cheaper of a price. So we're going to go ahead and snag just a little bit. 25. To make us completely flat broke. So we're just going to snag 10% real quick. All that good. Let's get a train running on this guy. Also needs a supply tower. Set up a new line from New York to Albany. Add a locomotive. There we are. Let's check this. So we've got 100.
You should have learned the most important aspects of your position by now. I'll let you get on with your responsibilities. Stay alert. I will check on your progress from time to time.
Oh my goodness. They love to interrupt. So here are all of the new tasks we have. We need to connect Baltimore and Pittsburgh in 2 years. Pittsburgh is over here. They also want us to haul some wool from Pittsburgh to, or from here to Pittsburgh. So let's go ahead and get that set up real quick. And we're making some profit, hopefully. We actually have a here, sort of. We're going to try and take advantage of that a little bit later. So, place one there. There. Run a line between here and there. 1%, I can handle that. Make sure we get our supply tower. Onto the line. Set up a new line from Wilson Farm to Pittsburgh. And add a locomotive. Just like so. And we'll get going there. Now, we are pretty much flat broke. We need our trains to start paying off a little bit before we can really make any more progress. We do have another 100 here, and what we're going to do, set up purchase our next set
Don't
of
bring that
trains.
thing near me!
What is going on here? Press line in danger. Faster locomotive. So, because
You
of
should
that,
look for your train.
we're gonna upgrade our express line to that John Bull. Alright, so we should have a line going from here to here, yes? Where are you? This one? Washington on Baltimore is good. Or Pittsburgh. And that is good. Man, he's really getting in here up there. Let's see if we can purchase a little more of our editor's company. I'll try and buy them while they are cheap. 28. That.
Well
More
done.
shares.
You now possess your first block of shares in a competitor.
Just
Over
leave it be,
20%.
my dear. You haven't got what it takes to take over my company.
She's getting so upset with us. Salty. Connect Baltimore and Pittsburgh. That's our
Your
next
trains
big.
might be fast, but do they also provide a decent level of comfort?
That's our next big move. Let's get those two connected. And so, I think if we scroll these mountains right here, we should be able to.
Don't worry about it. Who's interested in what the tabloids say, right?
Save a little bit of money because going straight there, it's gonna have a giant long tunnel. That's just not good for business, you know. Where was that 2? Liked that 2. There it is. That 2 in there. Over there, perhaps. 0 and 1. Move this out a little bit. Like 3. 3 is good. So that's going to cost us 220. We're a little shy of that, so we're just going to speed that up a little bit. Try and get the money flowing so we can get these two connected. For our... Come on. Just a little bit more. A little more. We also have a few other things up here on the Great
Oh
Lakes.
dear, there seems to be a little problem with one of your locomotives.
We're gonna go ahead and bid on this. Hopefully we'll snag that out from under them. Of course she would bid on it. Come on. Let me have it. 3, 2, 1. And
Keep out
we
of
win!
this. This offer is for me.
No, it's not, Beatrix. We have taken it from you. In fact, we are moving along pretty decently. What's going on with you? Breakdown, bad condition. I do believe I happened to forget something. We'll go ahead and buy that line now that we got the money. Problems in Baltimore, some bad press maybe? Well, sabotage? No stopping Baltimore and Ohio.
Baltimore is growing and thriving. That is mainly thanks to the railroad that you built. Well done. One day the railroad will reach all the way to the West Coast. Every day, huge crowds of people set out to cross the entire country, and the trains will continue to get faster. Don't look at me like that. We can't stop progress.
Alright, so we had a little bit of a problem there. I had forgotten to put what is it? This guy, the maintenance shed, onto Baltimore, because Baltimore is our main hub. Just about every train goes there, so we definitely needed that. We've got a security guard we can hire. Sure. What we can do with him, where can we put him? Look at our trains. The New York Express route, and we'll hire that security on there before somebody else snags him. Alright, we've got some more research. So, increase train's performance by 2. Yes, we would love that. And then next, we're gonna snag this one, I think. It increases the reliability of all trains by 20%. That will do some amazing things there. Got that. You need a supply tower on this line here, and it doesn't really matter where, but stick it kind of out in the middle. And we'll get a train started moving on that line. It's there, why not utilize it?
Did you know that I am speaking in Washington on behalf of some Indian tribes? They have granted me the title of Hiwa Nob, which means the benevolent one.
One of your trains isn't doing what it should be doing.
Faster and faster all the
Highway
time.
Knob.
That has nothing to do with traveling in style.
I don't think Highway Knob is a good thing to be called. Waiting for activation. So, may need to throw in a signal here. Or it may just, looks like it'll manage it all on its own. But I should be able to speed some things up. We want, trains can only see signals if they're on the right side of the train, so keep that in mind when you're placing down signals.
You should look for your train.
Train? What? Are you like stealing my trains or something? Is that what you're doing? Why do you keep mentioning I should look for my train? Not understanding it. So, we are utilizing this platform as well. 2 different sides. I come in, put some signals in.
Don't make such a fuss. A bit of bad press never hurt anyone.
What's going on? Breakdown. And we got some sabotage there with the bad press. We've got a conductor. Go ahead and hire all we can. 10%. Friendly demeanor means passengers are ready. A 10% or 10% profit. So we want her, as long as she gets along with everybody, on our New York Express route. Not the New York route. New York Express route. This guy. And these two get along really well. That'll benefit things even more. Good thing. We do enjoy
It
that.
looks like one of your trains has a problem.
Mediator. They need a mediator. We'll go ahead and bid on this as well. The John Hancock 0404. New train engine, I think.
There's a reason why I did not place a bid.
It angers me that to this day, nobody has erected a memorial to our founding father, George Washington. I hope that the disputes about it will be over someday, and I'll be the first to make a donation towards it.
ourselves a security guard. We already have one on that New York Express line. Go ahead and just find a train to come on here. A good thing to try and keep up with. Oh, all of that. Let's see. On the other New York line. Oh, oops. No, didn't want you. I wanted her. And then we need to
You should look for your train.
look at our other New York line because I accidentally took her off. Or him off. There we are. Security guard on there. Not sure why he keeps mentioning that. We're gonna go ahead and snag that detonator. Improve our trains a little bit more. So in here, if you want to see the trains you own a little bit closer. There we are. See them all. It's kind of nice. You can spin it around and stuff as well. And I accidentally clicked the wrong button, so we don't get to do that. We only have 100 in research, so we can't really make any more moves there. Let's see, what else do we need to do?
My brother
Baltimore
spent some
to
time in
Toledo.
England. His
So we've
accounts
got-
of how the railroad is used in mining there fascinated me. However, in America, we have considerably greater distances to overcome. A mammoth task.
We can almost buy her out. And I think we're gonna snag a little bit more here. Go ahead and snag
Oh
quite a bit.
dear,
We're kinda
there seems
rolling
to
in
be a
money.
little problem with one of your locomotives.
Increases train for performance by 10%, reliability by 20%, passengers in every city where I have a station by 15%. So passengers pay out good. We're gonna do that one first. Stoker. Go ahead and snag the Stoker. And we've got a bandit. We use the bandit to attack Beatrix here. Steal mail from one of her bigger ones, Charlotte. And we'll get that other one placed. Go ahead and slow this down a little bit, and it's getting a little ahead of me here.
You sent bandits after my trains? Remember, you reap what you sow.
So that should decrease this cost a little bit here. We'll go ahead and snag a little bit more of that company. See if we can't get her put out of business here soon. We do need to put that other person on a train. I want to look at the other New York because that's the one we're working on right now. Stoker. These two are already worked. No task. That's the one we want. I feel like there's probably a better way to be hiring at that. So I will look into that and see if I can't get it figured out. It's cloth for the clothing industry. So basically what's happening here, wool's being brought to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is turning it into cloth. The cloth is being shipped to Baltimore and made into clothes and then shipped up to New York. I can't do anything in here yet. Them clothes going to New York and money. Alright, let's see if we can't buy her out. And that will wrap up the episode as long as we can. And we sure can. So, and just merge for 649,000.
Excellent. You have defeated a competitor and taken over all their routes and buildings.
Niles? Niles! I'm leaving!
I think she's a little salty. So when you take over a company, you lose all the trains they had running, but you do gain the tracks and buildings, and you do get a little bit of money after locomotives are sold off. And it's like a possibility that we have 3 hired, not hired yet, people to put onto trains. So, see if I can figure out a better way to put them on trains really quick. So, go here. Where are you on? New applicant. Where are you on? Oh, they don't get along. Green fattening near Montgomery. The Green family. Touch with you. Looking for an investor to take over the business. Not really interested. Unassign him. So, don't want them getting in fights with me. Have an engineer we can assign? No. This one. Stoker. No task. We'll go ahead and assign him. We've got conductor. 2 new conductors we can snag here. Those 2 on there. Go back to this first train we were looking at and see if we can't hire this last conductor. I like that method much better. It's a little easier to handle.
You should look for your train.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. So I think that'll wrap up this episode. I think you guys will be back for the next one, where we're going to start applying
I believe that the
trains
railroad
to-
will democratize mobility. It is a means of transport that should be open to all people. Not only because it is profitable, no, but because it opens up people's eyes to the world.
Thanks for that. Where we're going to be putting trains onto our nice newly acquired lines down here. So, we'll see you guys next episode. Don't forget to like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below. Want to hear what you guys are thinking about, talking about, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode.